Hello, happy Sunday. Today I'm going to be sharing 10 things that happened to me when I deleted social media for 6 months. I still don't have any social media besides YouTube and Snapchat, but I definitely saw so many changes, and I just kind of want to share my experience of the things that I noticed changed when I got off social media. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm very excited because I didn't expect really anything to change. And then once I got rid of it, I started actually seeing so many differences in my life. So wanted to kind of chat about that. First, I want to explain why I got rid of social media. And basically the story behind it is I sometimes come up with words of the year for a new year. So in January, my word for the year was present, and I really wanted to focus on being more present and in the moment and just trying to absorb everything. And I actually wanted to take like the real steps to do that, and I felt like my phone and social media was getting in the way of that. So that's when I decided to do it. And also one of my favorite influencers, YouTubers, Maddie Pruitt, was doing it at the same time, so I thought it was the perfect time to see how long I could go. I didn't have the intention of deleting it for 6 months. I was just gonna do like a couple weeks or a month, and then it ended up being 6 months and I still don't have it. So in January, I deleted X, Instagram, what else? TikTok. I haven't had TikTok for a while though. And Facebook as well, which is random, but I actually kind of was on Facebook a lot. And I do still have Snapchat. I love Snapchat to keep in touch with my friends. Like, I love the face-to-face aspect of it because I live far away from a lot of my friends. So it's a way for me to kind of feel more in touch with them, which is nice. And then YouTube, I've always loved YouTube, and it's kind of an entertainment source for me. I don't really use like the shorts or the reels on YouTube as much, or I wasn't during this time. I was still keeping up with some of my favorite like influencers and YouTubers, and it was kind of a form of like TV for me. But I've always loved, you know, Jaclyn Hill, Brinley Joyner, Casey Holmes. I love like makeup and beauty YouTube videos. So I kept YouTube, and I also have some podcasts that I like to watch on there. So for me, it's a little bit more like informational. So I thought it was okay to keep that. And so now I'm just gonna kind of share like 10 things that happened when I actually was like in the rhythm of not having these platforms. So I would say the first few weeks were definitely the hardest because it's like a big change, honestly, to get rid of it. And I was on X a lot during that January time, because that's when just like a lot was going on in the news and in the world, and I was just getting like very fed up in all the news, and like I always had to know what was going on. That was the hardest part for me, of like letting that go and not knowing what was really going on in the world. And I would say, yeah, the first week was definitely the hardest, and I like had to tell myself a lot, like, okay, no, we're not gonna go on my phone, we don't have, like, there was times when I was just clicking the app and then I didn't have it. So that happened a lot. But I would say after about 2 weeks, I wasn't having as many like urges to click those apps and stuff. So yeah, anyways, I would say the biggest thing that I noticed overall within this whole 6 months has been, I think, and I know my nervous system has regulated, and that was really strange for me because I did not think there was going to be any physical like things that would change. But I literally felt my nervous system slowing down and like stabilizing, which is just crazy because I'm not someone who really has a lot of like social anxiety or anxiety in general. I would say I'm a pretty calm person and pretty like stable, but in like month 2 I was starting to get really overstimulated in like big group events, not necessarily like a lot of people, but even just 10 people like in the same group. I was getting like, I don't want to say anxious, but definitely like overstimulated, and I was feeling like very overwhelmed, and that has never happened to me before. And I was hating it because in the moment I was like, why do I feel so anxious right now when I'm just in a group of like my friends, like people I know? And I started doing a little bit of research, and then I also had a bachelorette party that week as well. And there were times where I literally had to like leave because I was just so overstimulated and I couldn't like, it was weird. That's never happened to me. So I started doing some research, and it was, you know, all signs were pointing to like my nervous system was getting regulated again in a healthy way, because my brain wasn't used to so many dopamine hits anymore. So when I'm in a room with a lot of stimulation, it was like kind of a stress response. So that was really strange. And now it's completely regulated, and when I'm in a big group setting, I'm like totally fine, but it definitely took some time. And another thing I noticed, like in those big group settings, when it was like a bachelorette party or something, all the moments that were happening, I noticed every single person was on their phone recording the moment. And then I would notice like, oh, my phone's in my room. Like, I don't even know where my phone's at right now. And that was interesting. Not to say I'm like better because I wasn't recording, because I totally would have been, but you just don't have that like emotional response like, oh, I need to record this. I was just like truly living in the moment, trying not to be like overstimulated. But I notice that a lot now is that I don't like record moments that are like right in front of me, because I feel like that's what this has taught me, is like to enjoy what I'm currently doing and not to feel like I have to record everything or take a picture of everything, and that's okay. That's not how I'm supposed to be. So that was the number one thing, is my nervous system regulated. The second thing that I noticed was a really big difference for me was I started cooking a lot more, which is very interesting. I feel like I got very busy with my hands, and I started cooking like every meal, which was not normal either. Normally I would only cook like one meal a day, and then the rest I would like go get food or something. But I feel like my time freed up, and I started like loving cooking and baking and, you know, just all of those things. So now I literally cook like 3 meals a day, and I love it. It's so fun. I love learning new recipes. I love making my breakfast smoothie, and it's just so fun. That was the second biggest thing that I noticed, was like, wow, I'm actually getting busy, like feeling productive with my time, because I believe cooking is so productive. And learning how to like make these beautifully delicious meals that are healthy and nutritious, that's such a better time spent for me than sitting on the couch watching somebody else do it and make their meals. It's like, why, you know what I mean? So that was the second thing I noticed for sure. And that has been a huge blessing, because I love cooking now. Not as much baking, I'm not as good as baking, but I have been loving cooking. Third thing I noticed since being off social media is I have been going to the gym more and working out more. I feel like that's kind of segues into the cooking part, but I've just like really started focusing more on myself and my health than watching someone else's like health tricks and fitness videos. I've actually had the time and the bandwidth to want to go do it myself. And I feel like I would kind of get caught in that trap of like watching all of these like health videos and wellness videos. But then I would notice I would waste an hour watching someone else do that when I could have been at the gym myself. So I feel like that has changed significantly too, is more time to go to the gym and actually invest in my body and my health versus, you know, scrolling on someone else's. So that has been really great. And it also has made me realize that at the gym, I don't even need my phone. Like, I don't need my phone. I don't put in headphones and AirPods. Like, I don't even bring my phone up to the actual workout area. I just listen to the music that they have on. I talk to people around me, and that has been really nice. It makes the gym feel less like chaotic as well. Like I'm like, okay, I don't need my phone. I don't need to go up there with my phone. It's not necessary for a 40-minute workout to have my phone on me and scrolling in between sets. Like I don't need that. So the fourth thing, I think I'm on number 4, that I have realized, or something that I've noticed since not having social media, is I have spent more time calling and FaceTiming friends that I actually have in my close circle. I feel like if I have like spare time or I'm not doing anything, I'll call my sister or I'll call my mom, which I didn't used to do that. I would usually spend my time, you know, scrolling, or I don't even know. But now I'm like very intentional about, if I do have open free time, I'm gonna call someone that I love and hear about them and ask about their life. And it's interesting because there were people that I caught up with that I hadn't talked to in a while, but I'm still close with. And I actually found something out about their life that they posted on social media, but I didn't see it. And it was actually so much more fun to hear about something new in their life that I didn't already know. Like one of my friends had just went to Europe and I didn't know about it because I didn't see the post. And I loved hearing about her experience and what she did and how much fun she had and where she went, and she was showing me photos. I was like, wow, it's so much more special to have a genuine reaction like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you did that, that's so fun, versus like, oh yeah, I saw that on social media, looked so fun. I feel like you get more in depth and like really get to learn about someone's like new adventure that they just went on. So that was really cool to notice as well. But yeah, I've definitely like caught up with people in my close inner circle, and I think it kind of also makes you realize, wow, I don't have like as many friends as I thought. Not that I don't have a lot of like great acquaintances and stuff, but there's few people who actually really know what's going on in my day-to-day life, and that's okay. That's how we're made. We can't catch up with 30 people constantly. So I've stayed really, really close to like my really close 5 friends and family, which is really nice. And it makes me feel less overwhelmed. Like I don't need to know what's going on in every single person's life. I can catch up with who really invests in me and I invest in, and like this is my close circle, and that's okay. And then when I see like a little bit more distant friends, it's so fun to hear about what's going on in their life when I don't really know. So that's been really interesting. The 5th thing that I've noticed is that I've gotten back to more of my natural state, if that makes sense. Like my hair is natural, my nails are natural, I do very natural makeup on a day-to-day. I feel like I'm not trying to like keep up with the Joneses online with what the trends are and, you know, what highlights people are doing. And I've never been this natural in my life, to be honest. Like, meaning dyeing my hair and getting my nails done and going to a tanning salon and all of that stuff. I just like, I don't even care about it anymore. It doesn't cross my mind. So that is really cool and saves you money. So that's awesome. And that leads me into my 6th point. My husband and I have saved money since getting off social media, since I've been off social media, which is crazy. We've been just so much better. He's still on social media. This is just what I'm doing. I've saved so much money. I don't have as many urges to shop. Of course, I still love shopping, but I have definitely reduced my urge to buy new things. And, you know, I'm not constantly being thrown marketing ads or commercials to products. So that has been huge for us, and we've saved so much more money than I think we would have if I was on social media, because I know beforehand I was kind of just buying things for no reason without like an actual cause. And now I feel like I buy things like intentionally. I'm not just like going out and shopping because I don't need new things all the time. So that has really been very good as well. And I've learned a lot about budgeting and, you know, living with below our means, within our means, and that has been really cool. So love that. Number 7 is I've spent more time like reading my Bible and talking to God and listening to worship music. I feel like my life has just kind of become a little bit more peaceful, and yeah, I've grown closer to the Lord, which is really important to me, so that has been awesome. Of course, I still struggle with, you know, reading my Bible and doing all the right things, but it's definitely been more top of mind, which is another reason I wanted to do this in the first place, and that has been really cool to see. And if you're not like religious or anything, I think just freeing up time on your phone will allow you to discover new things that you didn't know. That's something I've noticed. Number 8, I've just been much more content with my life. Not that I wasn't before, but I'm just not doing all the comparison and like wondering, oh, I should be going on these trips, or I should be living in this area, or I don't know, it could be anything, but I've genuinely just been so much happier and more content with my life since I've deleted social media and comparing my life to thousands of other people a day. It's just not healthy for me. So that has been really nice, and I just notice I'm much more grateful and thankful overall, rather than wondering if I should be at this level, at this age, like doing this certain thing, or whatever the case may be. I feel like that is just super common when you're on social media, is to wonder like, oh dang, why am I not doing that yet? Or how is that person getting to live their life like that? Because we really don't know that person. So I have loved that part of it. I think that's been so nice. Number 9, I've been getting a lot more creative, and I think that's so cool. I've been being bored more, which means it lets my mind be more creative and come up with things to do, and I've been kind of getting more into like hobbies and things that I could see myself like spending my time doing. For example, YouTube has always been like a hobby of mine, I guess you could say, and like makeup and beauty, and I've just been like getting back to my creative side of like, okay, I love practicing my makeup and doing new makeup looks and figuring out different ways I can style my hair, and I don't know, it's just been so fun to like feel bored again, honestly, and be like, okay, I'm bored tonight, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna sit on my phone and waste the night away. I'm going to organize something, or try out a new makeup look, or go on a walk, go on a jog, like try something new. I think that has happened a lot, and I've noticed that a lot, and I have been loving that, because I just remember that as a kid, like when I didn't have social media, I would have to make up something, like come up with something to entertain yourself or to make yourself like productive, and that is what I've been doing. Number 10, the last one, I think I've just learned and have been becoming a better wife from this as well, which is really awesome. I think I've been able to focus more on my husband because I'm not on my phone, and it's just us two. So learning out and figuring out ways I can, you know, better serve him, or, you know, spend time with him, just talk about things. Like there's just been so much more depth and time to enjoy each other, and that's been really fun. So I would say that's definitely a plus as well. I'm always trying to learn how I can be better, a better friend, a better husband, a better daughter, all those things. So that kind of concludes the 10 things that have changed since I've given up social media. And I think those are all like so positive, and it's a testament to my experience of just getting off all of those platforms and figuring out what to do with your time. And I think it has been really fun. I have really no desire to get back on them. I'm gonna see how long this lasts. I don't have a goal in mind. I've just genuinely at this point like have no desire to get back on the platforms that are so like quick and like just a lot coming at you all at once. That's why I really like YouTube, because it's all like long form and you get to hear the full conversation, and it's much more like human. So that's why I really enjoy YouTube. But sometimes I'll notice on YouTube, like I'll go to the shorts and start, and I'm just like, no, I need to stop, because that is not healthy. So anyways, that has been my experience giving up social media. If you're considering doing this, I think first just try giving it up for 2 weeks and see what happens, or maybe a month, because I feel like after a month or two is when you really start to like settle into it. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get it back. There's been a couple times where I'll like log back into Facebook to wish someone happy birthday or something. That's another thing, is birthdays. Like, I don't know people's birthdays like I used to, because I'm not seeing everyone post about them. So that's interesting. Sometimes we'll log into things, or I'll check like Max's Instagram if there's someone of my friends that like had a baby or got married, but like that's about it. So there's ways to still be connected without like removing yourself from everything. So I think it's worth it, and I would definitely recommend doing a little experiment with yourself. And I just think it's good to never have anything that's like has a hold of you. So I feel very free after this experiment, and I'll see you when I get social media back, if I ever do. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for someone. I don't know, but if you enjoyed, I'm gonna be posting videos every Monday regarding like living off social media, beauty, wellness, hair, makeup, all that good stuff. So yeah, make sure and subscribe if you like this video, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.